Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to Losers Become Winners for May 8th. Monster takes the lead for the Alphas at 34%. Let's go look at that chart. Here we are. So there's 34% for the Monsters. But before we get into that, let's talk about today's drama. Yes, PGR is at a minus 63%. Today's dramas is a new feature that's going to be featuring who is the lost loser of the group. PGR is our lost loser at minus 63%, and we're going to see what happens. Now, you always have to have your plan B, and my plan B is very simple. PGR is on the lost leaders list already. What that means is that if we lose this trade at $1,100, that means they'll owe us $1,800 approximately, and they'll just lower in the ranking. That's all. I'll eventually win it back. It happens in the past. It will happen in the future. My proof positive is the red sweater guy and the blue jersey girl from the changing of the backgrounds. So just look at those backgrounds and I'll prove it right there. Losers will become winners. All right, let's get to the story of the day. That is your Monster. There is Monster right here, and Monster got a plus 34%, and it got last bar low qualification. It's 580 against 1321, and we're looking at approximately 820, providing that we can get out at this zone up in here. That means we're looking for a little bit of our price action up this way and get a last bar low in this zone, and that'll drop it to 820. That said, let's go on to our next person of the day, and our next person, our next stock of the day is XLC. XLC, recall, is playing for C-Trip. C-Trip owes us money. They're a dead loss leader. They are owing 664, and XLC is playing for them at 255. So we're about halfway through on that. And I want you to keep that in mind because we're going to go over to Nike. When we go to Nike, we're going to see this. This is what's happening over at Nike. At Nike, notice here that we have 16 moves to the winner's circle. We started with 65 at the beginning here, and we ended up, wait a minute, there's a discrepancy of 3. Well, what happened was exactly what happened. XLC is playing for C-Trip, but in several trades earlier, XLV and XLP were playing for lost leaders, and they got bumped. Their losses go to their ETF, not to the lost leader, not to the dead lost leader. So if C-Trip was if XLC turned against us, C-Trip would not be accounted to the loss. The original loss is all that it is. So now with Nike, we have moved up to the 30-day moving average is our line, and that's it for that. 13%. Give 17 will go to last bar low, my favorite exit. Now going over to Tigers. In the Tigers group, we do have CVX running here, and it has a dipper. It's in the profit zone. It's running 165 against an O to 724. Keep going, CVX. With that, followed by USO, a little tiny profit on USO. But here's what happens. This is what is important. It owes. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. Now, the reason we have 2 entries here is that one is working on the alpha group. It's in the negative, so we didn't talk about that, but we do have a little bit of positive in the Tiger group, and their defense is down here at the dipper, right in here. Even though it's very tiny, the dipper is right in there, and that's what we're working on, and we'll see what happens next. So that is really the conclusion of today's report for the Losers Become Winners for May 8th, 2020. I thank you for stopping by, checking it out. Bye-bye.